Hey, how's everybody doing today? So, I had a couple requests on my tail tidy kit here, so I'm going to show you guys a quick little video about it. It's the RNG tail eliminator kit, I think is exactly what it's called. So we're going to get into that now. I'm going to do a little walk around of it, tell you a couple things about it, a couple pictures, and then that's it. All right? All right, something to note here, guys. This kit did not come with turn signals. I believe they do have their own turn signals, but I had some that I guess I was going to use on another bike, so I decided to use them on this one. They are the Oxford turn signals. I got them for, I want to say like 15 bucks on Revzilla. They're not LED, but they are super bright. Brighter in person. The camera is not exposing the way they actually look, but the kit did come with the couple wiring harnesses, and it did come with the illuminator for the plate. But I just wanted to mention that real quick. But as you guys can see, it's super low profile and it looks pretty good. Another thing worth mentioning about these turn signals here, guys, they were not long enough. So what I had to do, even with their extensions that they give you with the RNG tail tidy kit, which were really good, it would have made it perfectly plug and play, but I guess they call it the pigtail that comes off of these Oxford tail lights was not long enough. So I had to cut the wiring off of the original tail lights and turn signals and wire them in, solder them on, and do a whole thing to extend them a little bit. That way it would be plug and play. All right, I did not have to mess with the actual wiring on the bike, just on the old tail turn signals. That's it. And you wouldn't have to do that if you bought RNG's kit for their turn signals, because theirs, I'm assuming, would be long enough that you would be able to make it work with their turn signals and the extended wires that they give you, all plug and play. So that's just something to know. But I had these on hand, so I just used them anyway, and they look good. All right, one thing people do mention with this kit is that if you don't bend it to be a little bit more flat, the rear tire will hit it if you fully compress the suspension. I'm not jumping it or anything, so I'm not planning to run into that issue, but I did. You guys can see, flatten it out a bit, and it also hides the plate a little bit better. So, you know, if you want to squeeze through some tolls without having to pay them, you might be able to. But I think now the way I have it, it won't hit it. We'll see. But again, I'm not going to be jumping it, so I'm not too concerned about it. And from my understanding of it, if it does hit, it's if you have a knobby and you go, you know, fully smash out the suspension. So not something I'm planning to run into anyway. But just figured I'd mention that. All right. So one of the biggest reasons why I went with this kit, guys, is because of how low profile it is. Some of the other kits on the market that a lot of people go with, although they got rid of most of the nonsense on the back end, the RNG seemed to do a better job of it. Literally all you can see hanging there is your plate. There's no splash guard or anything else, because I don't really think that's needed anyway. The one thing some people do mention is that underneath here, you guys can see there is normally a cover over this plastic here, and it's to pick up the bike a little bit better. That is gone. You get rid of the whole thing, and then that leaves a little bit of space, if you guys can see right up in here, for in that area, for mud and water to get up above the kit. I don't really think that's going to be a huge deal, at least not for me, for road riding the bike. But you can check some pictures on the forums that show it a little bit better. with the actual rear end all apart, but I didn't think it was a huge deal. Like I said, again, metal quality, paint on it's real good. I've had it off-road a few times and it's not rusting yet, so you know, pretty good so far. Install on it was pretty easy. The whole rear piece comes off real simple. Nothing fancy, just a bunch of they were Torx head screws, a whole bunch of them, and if you have a drill, super quick to get it on and off. Not a big deal to install. Like I said, the only issue I had was with having to extend the wiring, but that's my fault. That's because I was just using some cheaper turn signals, but if you bought some better ones and it had a little bit longer of a pigtail on it, and then you add that in with the extension that they give you, you would be good to go, and it would just be really quick plug and play. I'm not great with wiring, so it took me a long time. I'm sitting there with a lighter trying to use one of those little solder connectors and everything. It's kind of a disaster, but as you could see, the turn signals work, so at least for now, you know, so we'll see how it goes. Overall, I would suggest the kit. You know, the whole big plate thing with the splash guards and everything, it's unnecessary if you ask me. Just give me my plate and make me legal. That's all I care about, really. Not sure. I had some viewers from overseas. I'm not sure if this would be legal over there. I know you guys need more reflectors and that sort of thing in some states and certain countries, so not sure. Here in New Jersey, we don't have inspection on motorcycles, believe it or not. This state is decent when it comes to motorcycles, so straight pipes and no reflectors. It's the way to go. Alright, so that's it, guys. I'm not sure what else I can really say about it. Like I said, it's a good kit. If you have any suggestions on other things you want to see for this bike, or any parts I should throw on there or anything like that, let me know. Again, I am bored out of my mind when it comes to sitting around here during these times. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Would you guys be interested in me breaking down carburetors? I have a set of carbs that I could rebuild and tune up for my chopper in there. So would that be of interest to you guys? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below. My brother said I have to tell you guys to like and subscribe. Apparently it really does make a difference. He's big in the YouTube and everything. So like, subscribe, whatever, comment, do what you gotta do. See you guys on the next one.